You wake up to sunshine, you walk to a cafe that charges $2 for a flat white, you're surrounded by color, music, warmth, and most of all, freedom. Sounds like a dream? It's not, it's Mexico. And right now, thousands of people are quietly making the move, not for vacation, but for a completely new life. But what does it really take to move to Mexico? What's the catch nobody talks about? And is it true that your money stretches 3 to 4 times further there? Let's break it all down, step by step. First, we need to talk about the biggest lie you've been sold. That Mexico is only good for tacos and tourists. Because this country, it is becoming one of the most desirable places in the world to live, if you know what you're doing. You've got cities like Mexico City where culture, tech, and nightlife blend effortlessly. You've got beach towns like Puerto Escondido where time literally slows down. You've got mountain towns, colonial cities, lush jungle villages, each with its own flavor of magic. But the real jaw-dropper? The cost of living. Let's compare rent. New York City, $3,500 a month. Mexico City, $700 for a luxury apartment in a prime neighborhood. Weekly grocery bill, $80 versus $20. It's not just cheaper, it's better in a lot of ways. Organic food, private healthcare, sunshine year-round. But, and here's the cliffhanger, this dream life comes with a silent trap, and most people fall straight into it. What is it? Stick around. Step 1 is where most people get it wrong. And it starts with where you choose to live. Mexico isn't one size fits all. Choosing the right city is the single most important decision you'll make. Because here's the thing, Mexico City might look cool on Instagram, but do you actually want to live in a mega metropolis with 20 million people? Let's break down 4 places, all totally different lifestyles. Mexico City, urban jungle, tech-friendly, super cosmopolitan. You'll find everything here, cafes, co-working, street food. But it's fast-paced, crowded, and yes, expensive compared to the rest of Mexico. Mérida, known as the safest city in Latin America. Slower pace, colonial charm, super hot climate. Great for families and retirees. Oaxaca, artistic, affordable, deeply rooted in culture. Perfect if you're craving authenticity and connection. Puerto Escondido, surf town, wild beaches, minimal infrastructure, but unmatched vibes if you're okay with off-grid living. Now, once you've picked your dream destination, most people make a brutal mistake. They assume the visa process is simple. It's not. There are 3 types of visas you need to understand. Tourist visa, 180 days max. You can't legally work. This is how most people arrive, but overstaying can get you banned. Temporary resident visa. This is your golden ticket, valid 1 to 4 years. Permanent resident visa. No expiration. Harder to get, usually requires living here for years or having family ties. Most people don't realize you need to apply outside Mexico at a consulate, and you only finalize it inside the country. Timing matters, paperwork matters, and messing it up can delay your plans for months. But even if you get the visa right, most expats make a huge next mistake. They rent the wrong home and end up paying double without realizing it. Coming up, how to avoid the housing trap. So, you've picked your city, your visa's in motion. Now comes the question that can either make your experience smooth or seriously stressful. Where are you going to live? If you just hop on Airbnb, you're going to get burned. Most rentals listed there are priced for tourists, not locals. So while a local might pay $400 for a beautiful 2-bedroom with a garden, you could end up paying $200 for the exact same thing. Pro tip, rent in person if you can. Walk the neighborhoods. Use local platforms like Inmuebles24 or Facebook Marketplace. And always negotiate. Yes, it's expected. Also, avoid signing long-term contracts immediately. Book something short-term, explore the city, and then decide. Now let's talk healthcare, one of the biggest surprises for expats. Mexico's healthcare system is excellent, especially if you go private. A doctor's visit, around $25. Surgery, a fraction of US prices. There are international hospitals in most major cities with English-speaking staff. But there's a decision to make. Use IMSS, the public system. Low cost but slow, or get private insurance. Faster, more expensive, but still incredibly affordable compared to US plans. Visual, side-by-side comparison of insurance plans. Some expats even fly back home for serious treatments, but most eventually realize Mexico has what they need right here. But let's be honest, even with the right house and healthcare, people still mess this up. And it's not because they don't plan well. It's because they forget they're moving to another culture entirely. Here are the most common mistakes. Thinking English is enough. It's not. Even basic Spanish goes a long way in making connections and avoiding scams. Staying in the expat bubble. It's easy, but isolating. You miss out on real friendships, real culture, real growth. Bringing expectations from your home country. Mexico runs on its own rhythm. Slower, less urgent, more human. Coming up next, the emotional side of moving. And what no one tells you about what changes once you actually live in Mexico. Nobody talks about this part. Yes, moving to Mexico can save you money, give you sun, spice up your Instagram feed. But the biggest change? It happens inside. There's something about the pace of life here. You wake up and you breathe. There's no constant rush. People make time for breakfast, for family, for conversation. There's a word for it. Tranquilidad. And once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. You'll realize how noisy your old life was. How fast, how transactional, how disconnected. You might start questioning things. Why was I working 60 hours a week to pay rent? Why did I accept stress as normal? Why didn't I do this sooner? You'll eat better, sleep deeper, and yeah, maybe you'll start dancing in the street. It happens. But here's the truth. Mexico won't solve your problems. It will mirror them back at you. Gently, with a smile, and maybe a shot of mezcal. If you come with an open heart, a curious mind, and respect for its culture, Mexico can give you something no job or city or paycheck ever could, a deeper sense of being alive. So now, ask yourself this. If everything you want, freedom, beauty, simplicity, is just one move away, what's stopping you? Drop a comment if you've ever thought about moving abroad, like this video if it made you think, and hit that subscribe button, because we've got more global deep dives coming your way. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop dreaming and start packing.